I stumbled on this store in a Reddit thread asking for advice on what to do in this store, and I actually was like, you know what, this is a perfect opportunity to turn this into a YouTube video to show how I would actually go about auditing a store, how I would go about improving certain elements, and what I look like when we work with brands and improve their CROs, their conversion rate. So what I do, I run a CRO agency called Syntra Labs. We do CRO for multiple 7 and 8 figure brands in the industry, and we actively are running like 40 to 50 A/B tests all at a given moment. So when we first start to work with a brand, I always like to look at the homepage, and I always like to look on mobile, like what it looks like. But for the sense of this video, I will keep everything desktop so that it's like nicely filled in the screen. So yeah, most things that I always notice that brands overlook is the homepage actually. Most brands just think like, hey, I send traffic to a collection page, or hey, I send traffic to a product page. I shouldn't focus on my homepage. But that's completely wrong. Like most customers, when they come on mobile, for example, they look like this, right? They look on your website, they come on mobile, and they see a logo. So even, it's just like some sort of a habit that people have, even that like, when they come on the product page, they will still press this logo and be redirected to your homepage. So you want to make sure that your hero up here always makes sense. You want to have a good offer, you want to have social proof, and you want to have a call to action. All those things is exactly what this brand is missing, right? When I first landed on this page, I'm like, okay, what can I do? I cannot even press this. There's no link behind this, so I'm not being redirected. So what this brand is missing now, they're like missing a huge basically area of their audience that they cannot redirect back into their funnel, right? So like, let's say a customer leaks to the homepage now, they cannot redirect them back to the PDP or back to the collection page, but because they basically force them to do either a click in here or scroll, which, let's be honest, people are very lazy nowadays. Like, they're not gonna just shop around and go back into here, or I need to scroll here and like go through here. That's like, not a lot of people will do this. So what you want to do as a brand, right, is you want to show social proof in your header. You want to show, once again, a good offer. So 5-star hotel fragrance in your home, absolutely amazing if this is the actual angle that works. It's not really a pain point. So like right now, it's more so marketed as a nice to have instead of like a must have, right? So what they could instead do is try to go to a more emotional trigger. Think about like the stress trigger, like get a stress relief in your home, or humid or whatever for your health. Like that could be an angle that actually could perform much better than just the nice to have angle. Like, it's very hard to sell a product when you say like, hey, 5-star hotel fragrance in your home, instead of saying, I'm just saying something like add more humidity to your home and decrease brain fog. Right? There's more people that have brain fog and that are looking for an actual solution to that than people that are looking into like, hey, how can I get my house to smell like a 5-star hotel? It's going to be like the whole market changes. So that's what I would do definitely on a homepage for any brand out there. Then on the product page as well here, right? So what I would do for a specific brand like this, so like when you're in perfume, when you're dealing with like smells or like just like some nice diffusers or all these things, add a section here that actually explains what the scents smell like. So when I come to this PDP, the first thing that I notice is like there's all these basically oils, these like not flavors but like smelling types, right? I want to know what they smell like. I don't know what Ritz-Carlton smells like. I don't know what Weston tea smells like. I don't know what a W hotel smells like. Explain to me what it smells like. So what I always like to do is like, I like to add like a size, like instead of like a size guide on a fashion store, I like to add a smell guide, like a fragrance guide, something like that. Explain to the customer what your fragrance smells like and explain that on the product page in like a nice little pop-up or something like that, right? It can be very easy. Also, what I would test on this page as well is instead of just showing reviews, I would show probably like the actual rating, so like 4.8 out of 5 stars or 4.6 out of 5 stars based on 11 reviews. That usually works a little bit better because people actually need it written out what the actual review star amount is for your product. Then this I like. I would add, what I would do instead is, instead of like naming all these USPs down here, I would pick 3 or 4 and add them underneath like the title or the price. Like I would play around with the location, I would play around with like what converts better, but like I would definitely play around with like adding 3 to 4 USPs above the fold here, because people are going to miss these, right? So like, for example, which are some good here, the Bluetooth and touch control. This is one that I would add. 200 hours rechargeable battery is something I would add. Once again, if I would go into like the more stress angle or the spa angle or the brain fog angle or whatsoever, I would highlight that above as well. Oh, and something I now notice as well is they have like a free oil. So let me see, I cannot even scroll back. So like, this is something that I would highly advise against, having a scrollable announcer bar. Because like now you can see like I saw a message, but now I'm forced to wait for that message to come in. Free oil fragrance with every diffuser. So like what I would do more, it says it here very small, right? But like if that's free, like add a nice selector. So what I would do instead, like here we have like these very nice selectors, right? And we have these nodes as well, actually. What I would do for the diffuser itself is I would add a scrollable, like sort of like a scrollable like Javi coffee, right? Let's look at Javi coffee really quickly. Javi coffee does this very well, and I actually tested this for a couple of perfume brands out there. Something simple like this. So what you want to do is like, instead of showing it like this as like the textual format, you want to show this like, hey, we have, for example, we have Karth, we have W Hotel, we have Hilton number 3, we have Ritz-Carlton, and then show the image. Show the image on the left, then show the title, exactly like Javi does, show a little bit of a description, and then add. Let people bundle, let people add. Even if you just want them to add one, fine, let them add one. And then like once one is selected, gray out the rest. But like if you want to increase your AOV with a product like this, make sure that people actually have the ability to bundle, right? So like make them add multiple items to their cart, because now you're like making them like actual stick with the brand. Now they don't have to come back the whole time to order these cents. Now they can be like, hey, if I buy 2 cents, I get 20% off. If I buy 3 cents, I get 25% off, like, etc., right? So like, make sure that you add something like that as well. This is something that I would definitely test out for a brand like this. I would also play around with a new design. I would probably, instead of like show the color like this, I would show the color as like having the actual image, so that I can actually already visually see what the image looks like. What I also would add is what a lot of brands are missing lately is an actual product gallery down here. An image gallery, sorry, a carousel. So like right now, it's very hard for me to see what's actually in here. So like first off, I cannot even add, I would add arrows in these things on the left and right, of course, to basically show that I can go to the left and the right. And I would show like the whole media gallery down here in a slidable gallery thingy. Because I tested this so often, it actually works. Like showing the media gallery shows the customer what they can expect in the gallery, and it makes them they can already see like, hey, is this something I need, or is this something that I don't need? So that's something I would definitely do. If you have some sort of money back guarantee, and you're not highlighting that either on your store, I would definitely add it right below this delivery message, because I like this. Delivery tomorrow, order within. As long as this is accurate, I would definitely do it. If it's not accurate, I would always highlight a ships by tomorrow, because like ships by tomorrow still makes it feel quick. But even if delivery takes, let's say, 9 to 10 days, and you have the shipping confirmation and everything the day after, it still feels quick for the customer, right? So like that's why I would want to highlight that. And then I would probably add some FAQs here instead of like these USBs, check marks type things. Once again, I would move a couple of these up here. I would add some FAQ items here. So like, what's the warranty? What is the product description? What's the return policy? Go a little bit in detail of that. What's how do I use this product? All these type of things, right? That's something I would definitely highlight there, because now it's like all the way hidden down here. And then also what I would do is like, that UGC content is amazing, but usually I would show that at the bottom. And what I would do is maybe like try to add an upsell if I had an upsell. And that's what I would do for the homepage and above the fold on a product like this. So if you are someone looking to get an audit done, I will leave our website in the description. I will also leave my Twitter description, the Twitter link in the description, so that you can always like reach out to me there. Just send me your website. I will send you an audit. I will tell you exactly what I would do if we were to work together, and I will break down exactly what I see and like the potentials that you have. Once again, if you are a brand that's looking to increase your conversion rate, increase your AOV, increase your profits, our website link is in the description down below. We work primarily with 7 to 8 figure brands, but we have a couple of 6-figure brands that we work with currently as well. So if you're willing to, or just looking for a CRO agency, or just interested in what we could potentially do for you, website is down below. Book a call with us. Would love to learn more about you. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.